Why is there nobody sat in the chair, you might be asking yourself? Well, the answer to that question is because in this video I'm actually taking a look at the chair itself, not the person sat in it. And the chair is the FK Motorsports or FK Automotive hybrid car office chair. I guess that's what you could call it. I kind of just made that up. I hope you didn't notice. Now, what's nice about this is it is one of those sort of car seat office chairs. Now, it isn't a real car seat, but you can see they've really taken the core aspects of a sports car seat and then combined it to make a really nice, comfortable office chair. It's finished with a luxurious fake leather, which it feels vaguely like leather. But the key thing is it's nice and durable. It doesn't feel tacky to touch. It might feel a little bit tacky if you were to sit on it naked. I don't sit on my office chairs naked, but if that was how you were to use them, you probably might stick to it and get a little bit sweaty. Some people might like that. But it cleans nicely with bleach wipes, and that hasn't stained it. It has this sort of finish, little not really woven, what would you call it, stitched finish on the edges, which unfortunately, don't know if you can see it here, has started to come loose a bit. So fortunately for me, they've also glued it down as well, so it's not going to come loose. If that does come off, I might glue this bit of stitching down. But what with this chair being in the sort of 130 to 140 price range, you're not going to get the ultimate of quality, and you can really see that on the edges. There's another part down the bottom where the fabric's not completely finished off. Now, we're not talking, this isn't a real car seat, and this is kind of on the budget end of things. But having said that, even though it is on the budget end, even though the stitching's coming off a little bit, and maybe over time it's going to wear and tear, it stayed with a month and a half of fairly heavy abuse doing sim racing. It stayed in one piece, and the overall finish of it is fair enough. And for this sort of £130 price point, it's a lot better quality than other chairs I've owned that occupy that price point. In terms of the features, the most important aspect, after comfort of course, it's got two armrests. Look at this, getting on camera. It's got two armrests that you can move up and down. Of course, one armrest would be pretty useless unless you only had one arm, then you'd only need one armrest. But these two armrests move up and down. They don't have that much travel on them. Enough though for you to get a little bit of adjustment. It's not really an ergonomic chair. Now, one thing I've done is I've put these armrests on back to front so that I can have the chair reclined and still have my elbow be able to rest on it, and that's actually worked out really well. And the chair doesn't seem to care that I put them on back to front. The fittings on the bottom of the armrest that attach to the base allow you to do that. Maybe over time that will cause it to break, but I'm living dangerously with my office chair, and I like to live on the edge. In terms of the rear, what's really nice and what really sets this apart from other office chairs, or your sort of generic office chair that's not a car seat chair, is that you can do the generic office chair tilt and lock into place, and you can also set the spring tension for that tilt feature. But like a normal car seat, it has a handle on the side. Let's get that into camera shot there, and you can pull the handle, which then allows you to tilt the back. And you can go absolutely crazy with that, and you can tilt it enough backwards that you're upside down and feeling as if you're on a roller coaster. Of course, it's not the most stable of chairs when you have the back tilted down, and quite frankly, you're not going to have the back tilted all the way down. If you actually sat on it, it won't fall over because your bottom is acting as a weight to hold it in place. But why would you use an office chair like that? That wouldn't make any sense at all. And if you're falling asleep whilst you're using your chair, whilst you're doing some menial work, typing away, trying to stay awake and wondering why your life is so bad, you can pull the handle, and you're nodding off, you pull the handle and it slaps you in the back, and that's a nice way to keep you awake through the night. Maybe lorry drivers should try that out. Now, that's pretty much it really. It's got the tilt, the bottom tilt, lock and tilt, the ability to change this, the adjustable armrests. Let's talk a little bit more about the comfort. It has a lumbar sort of curvature that pushes into the back of your lumbar here. Now, for me, it sticks out a little bit too much. That's mostly because I have a little bit of a bad back from sledging down a hill, surprisingly. But for most people, I think this would actually give nice support. It does sort of go into the small of your back, and when my flatmates have used it, they found, and friends have come over and used it, they said it was really nice and comfortable. It could do with a little bit more padding, and of course these bits here are plasticky, but you don't tend to rest your head on this, and if you stick a pillow on it, it's actually alright. And what I've done is I stick a pillow down here, and that actually makes it really comfortable. The bottom of it actually has a nice amount of padding on it, so your bum feels nice and cosy, and these side bits sort of give you that hugging feel that you get from more of a bucket seat. And at first that was a little bit of a shock to the system, and I was like, oh, this chair's a bit claustrophobic. But after a while, I've actually got used to it, and as you can see in my other videos, I use it for sim racing and general compute use, and I'm normally sat in a chair for 10 plus hours a day, waiting for my heart to give up on me and for me to die of some kind of chair sitting related disease. But it's really good, and I can't really recommend it anymore for the price point especially. You're not going to get this kind of adjustability. Oh, it does adjust up and down as well. It goes quite high and quite low, but you're not going to get the ability to have adjustable back, adjustable armrests, height and lock into place with another office chair for 130 quid that's also got a nice sort of leathery finish on it. Generally, when you're talking about that price point with other office chairs, there's normally issues with build quality and how sturdy they are. So definitely worth checking out if you're on a budget and you want a chair with a little bit of adjustability that's comfortable, will probably last a while. It's not going to last forever because it is, it is a fairly cheap chair, and it's nice China built quality. But for the price, £130, I got it at a discount rate of £85. So there might be a little bit of bias in this video because I've been paid off by FK Motorsport. So basically, just ignore everything I said because it could all be lies. Trust no one, as Mulder says. But I would happily pay £130 for this. And as you can see, I've been using it in my videos. So I think that's about it, really. If you've got any questions about this specific chair or FK Motorsports or carpartsandstuff.com or .co.uk, who sell the chair, there's a whole bunch of websites that sell these FK Motorsports chairs, and if you notice, there really is only like 3 or 4 different actual types of the chair, and they tend to use different armrests or they choose a different base on them. But you'll notice the FK Motorsports chair are all over the place. If you've got any questions, drop them in the chat. I hope this video was useful. It was more just a little look at this chair. As I say, I'm very happy with it. I'm holding on to it. I'm not getting rid of it, and I'd recommend it to friends that are looking for a budget office chair with a bit of adjustability. But thanks for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel for more videos. Oh, look at the chair. It looks so lonely with no one sat in it. But that's it. It's a hard life for a chair. I mean, some people get reincarnated as chairs and then they just have to live life being there, waiting to get sat on. But if you enjoyed the video, subscribe and like, and I'll see you in future videos. Goodbye.